back to the Sexy Cigar Lounge. They up the king in the building. I got brothers with me. What's up, Brent? What's up, Rock? Holler at the people, man.
Hey, what's up, everybody? What's going on? I'm happy to be back on the Sexy Cigar Lounge. I'm about to kick the camera over, boy. Sexy Cigar Lounge podcast, and I'm ready to get it cracking today. We got a really interesting topic that we're gonna go dive into today, and I'm looking forward to.
Yes, sir.
Pause.
What's up, Brent?
Yeah, man, it's your hood counselor, Saint_Brent, on all social media platforms. Man, I'm just ready to get into it. Happy Friday to everybody out there watching. Hoping you can catch us during that rush hour traffic that you're in. Tune in to us and let's get to it.
What y'all drinking, man? What y'all drinking? What y'all smoking?
Hey, man, I'm drinking Sunkiss.
Yeah, a mixture of Marcus Mark whiskey, paired with a splash of vanilla Coke.
Hey, Rock, that's real childish. You got damn Sunkies.
You drinking the kids' drink, Rock. You drinking the kids.
What's that? I'm on the kids' snacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's real childish, you, man. I got some double barrel Jack, man. You know what I'm saying? With a little Coke in it, man. So, man, we about to get it cracking, man. We about to get it cracking, man, for real. All right, man. So the topic of the day, man, BBL versus natural, man. BBL versus natural, man. What y'all know about BBL versus natural, my brothers?
Man, I say I would definitely say all BBLs ain't created equal. You know, you know what you think about it, Rock? I seen some good ones. I seen some all right ones, and I seen some bad ones. You know.
Well, I'm gonna switch my camera because something wrong, something going on with my camera setup, so I'm gonna have to switch it to my laptop camera. But I want to make sure you guys can hear me and everything.
Yeah.
Am I in single? Okay. Well, you absolutely right, Brent, when you said all body work ain't created equal. And it seems that a lot of people, a lot of women, particularly because I don't know any men who's had one, right? Not a lot of women are using those BBLs to raise their stock, raise their value, right? And sometimes it looks like a Ferrari, and other times it looks like a jalopy.
Hey.
You know.
Hey, man, this is my thing with the BBLs, man. These women are risking their life, man, to look good, man. Is it worth it? You know, is it worth it, man? And what do y'all prefer, man? As men, what do y'all prefer?
You know, I never been with a woman who had a BBL. I dated a couple of girls who had weight loss surgery, and a little tuck here, a little tuck there, but I never dated a girl who had a BBL. So I don't know the benefit package that comes with that. You know, if it intensifies sex, if it makes it better. You know, I can't speak with great insight on if it, you know, I can't do a comparison for you of what you know, anything versus a natural body. Every woman I've been with was a natural. So I mean, I never slept with a girl who had BBL, so I couldn't tell you if there's a difference there. But just in regards to appearance, you know, like I said, I've seen some good ones. I used to work for a strip club 3 years, you know, and I've seen some good ones. I've seen some bad ones. I've seen some ones in between, you know. So just from the aesthetic part, you know, I've seen some on both sides, but I can't do the comparison on which one's better. Like if sleeping with a woman with a BBL is any better than sleeping with a woman with a natural body.
Well, I mean, I find myself in the same situation that Brent is in, right? I've looked at a lot of both, right? And and I and it looks like from a standpoint of movement, just watching the real thing move and the movement of something that is artificial or an augmentation. The real thing moves different. And I prefer the movement
Like a
and
wave
the
in
I
the ocean.
prefer, yeah, I prefer the movement of the natural. You know what I mean? It's like anything. You know, I don't know if any of you guys are vegan or anything like that, but it's like I don't know if you ever had what they call Beyond Meat, right? They can
Right,
patty it up like a burger. They can make it look like a burger. They can put lettuce, tomatoes, onions, pickles, uh, they can put all your favorite toppings on it. But once you bite into it, you know you're not eating hamburger.
right, right,
And I imagine in my mind, I believe that a BBL is somewhat that same way. Is that
right.
once you bite into it, that's when you really realize, oh, this ain't meat at all. You know what I mean? This is just ground up plants.
Hey man, hey man, I'm gonna tell you, man. Hey, first of all, man, I want to give a shout out to our viewers out there. Like, comment, subscribe, share. You know what I'm saying? Tell your friends. Um, ain't nothing like meat, bro. Hey, ain't nothing like the feel some real flesh without it being hard when you say grab it too much. So definitely real deal, man. Bro, that I want to share with the old man.
So JJ,
That I got off.
let me ask you this:
Uh-huh.
Is it the difference
Brother.
between palming a beach ball and a basketball? You know, there's a difference. When you palm that beach ball, you can see your handprint in, and even some of the ball leak through your fingers. You know what I mean?
It sinks in.
Yeah. And then a basketball, you grab it, you know, you just holding on. It doesn't shape to your hand or anything like that. So
Hey, Rob,
is that the difference? I'm just using
store-bought
my
cake,
imagination.
store-bought cake, or mama's homemade cake.
you know, JJ, of course, mama's there's nothing like mama's cooking, right? Mama used those organic ingredients. She know how to put that seasoning in it. And when you bite, it look like it's supposed to look, and it tastes like it's supposed to taste.
Right, right.
In my opinion, a BBL may look like it's supposed to look, but it may not taste like it's supposed to taste. Cause at the end of the day, you using artificial, you using silicone, you using transplant, you using stomach fat for booty fat. You know what I mean? And
You know what?
Right.
You know what, Rock? My girl Kayla just brought up an interesting question. Shout out to her. But she asked, "Is because the procedure that happens with a BBL, could it even be considered natural?" You know what I mean? Like, cause all the woman is doing is taking fat out of her stomach and putting it, in her butt. And I mean, I answer that question by saying, I think there's some women, because like I said, I worked in a strip club for about 3 years. So I seen a collage of women come through, and a lot of them had a lot of work done to their bodies. I think there's a difference between a woman who already had a nice body, getting a BBL, and I think they even call them what is it called, skinny BBLs. I think there's a difference between a woman doing that and a woman trying to conquer a total body makeover. You know, and I think the women who try to conquer a total body makeover, sometimes the you know the what was it, like the body ratio is thrown off. You know what I mean? If you look at the
What do
arms, yeah.
you mean the hip to ass ratio, or the, you know what I mean? You know,
Right,
so
right.
it-
It be
What I'm saying,
it be
Rock.
the ass to calf muscle. It be the ass to calf muscle ratio that be thrown off.
Yeah, well, yeah. I think I think a woman is trying to maybe overextend herself with the expectation if she's trying to do a total body makeover. You know what I mean? I think she's gonna have to combine that with either exercise, with dieting to get everything, calibrate everything just right, and
I,
I think that's a challenge for the women who try to do a total body makeover. Now, the girls who probably ran track and then they later on got into stripping, they already had a nice body. So, a BBL it only enhanced what they already had. But I think for the women who are trying to do a total body makeover, I think that's where they run into challenges.
So
yeah,
what be
I
the?
just
I was just gonna ask like what be the thought process in some of these surgeries to where these people keep going back, and now they're looking super odd at this point.
JJ, I just think that like it's almost like any other surgery. The first time on the table might didn't go as expected, and maybe the only option they have at that point is to get back on the table. You know what I mean? Like, let me try to correct this in some way. Maybe that's their only option. What other option do they have? They got a
I'm
bad
finna show you some
BBL,
videos.
or something they're not satisfied with, and what they're supposed to do after that.
I'm finna show you some videos to where some people just took it a little bit too goddamn far, and then a lot of people going to these bootleg surgeons, man, and, and getting shit done for the low and expecting a good product. So let me uh let me tap into one right quick.
Desenrola, bate, joga de ladinho, desenrola.
Did y'all see that?
Yeah, I
oh yeah,
saw it.
yeah.
I saw. And how could you not see it? But JJ, I think that's the example of a woman because it looked like she. I would put her in a category of women who probably had a nice body prior to the surgery. You know what I mean? And she just took it to the extreme. You know what I mean?
Right.
She didn't need a total body makeover. But she just took it to the she took it all the way she took it all the way left. And I think that's the type. I work with a stripper, and I'll be honest. I'll share this story. It was this stripper. It was a black girl who worked in the strip club with me, and she had that exaggerated look on. And I don't even think she had now. Disclaimer: I don't think she had a BBL. I think she got butt implants, but she took it so extreme that it was to the point where it made people uncomfortable. Like, believe it or not, there's a lot of women that go. Let me drop this point, and so the strippers out there know. A lot of women come to the strip club to hate on y'all. You know what I'm saying? They come into the strip club to pinpoint strippers who shouldn't be stripping. You know what I mean? And this particular girl was just gave them an overwhelming amount of content because She wasn't the cutest girl. She wasn't ugly, but she wasn't the cutest girl, but she had an exaggerated butt. And like when she walked by, I could see the faces like, whoa, what the hell is that? And one time she tried shaking her butt on a woman, and the woman looked at her and said, "Girl, if you don't get that away from me," you know what I mean? And I could tell it hurt her feelings. And I could tell, just I mean, the girl went, she was in tears, when I seen her walking down the hallway. And I'm like, I didn't want to tell, I wanted to have a moment of clarity with her and say, hey, I think you went too far. And if there's any time you could like try to will it in, I would take that opportunity, or you're gonna attract all this negative attention that you didn't want from getting your body done like that.
So do y'all think that it's pressure from society that makes these women go to the extreme, or is it just attention?
Well, JJ, I think it's like this, man. I played football in college in the late '80s, right? And during that time, steroids were very pop. They were new. You know what I mean? And I think the BBL is somewhat like steroids, meaning that they want to compete on the playing field that naturally they wouldn't be able to compete on. And so they go and get performance enhancing surgery to compete in a league or in a playing field that otherwise they wouldn't be able to compete. And that's just women not willing to accept that genetically they're not able to achieve what their goals are, or they want to take a shortcut to getting something that other people ultimately have to earn the old-fashioned way.
I agree. I agree.
And
I
and so
agree.
and so at the end of the day, I you know, just like I viewed guys who were on steroids that I competed with and against, I considered those guys frauds. I considered those guys, you know, not deserving of their scholarship or whatever accolades they receive. I see women who go get BBLs and body work in that same fashion.
But Rock, as a woman, if just say if you didn't capture the attention that you wanted through high school, and there was this magic pill you could take that could totally change your situation. It could totally make you, um, it could totally give you this I don't know, this put you in a situation that you never been in, where you appeal to more guys than ever before. Can you blame these women for taking this opportunity? And not only say that, after a woman gets a BBL, it's almost like if we went to the best barber in town. We know this guy is good. We feel like this. We got
A
confidence.
BBL and a haircut, please don't compare that.
But this is what I'm saying, Rock. This is what I'm saying. I don't. You know how you can go to the best barber in town and he give you a mediocre haircut, but because it came from him, what I mean. We feel like we should look good. We feel like we feel like we've been anointed, and with just a nice haircut. I mean. Or I say this: when a woman, after a woman, just say like I mentioned earlier, the total body makeovers. You know, a woman who goes in there and get a total body makeover. I just think, and this is just my opinion, she just needs to come out that room looking different. You know what I mean? She wants to look like everything but what she used to look like. And even if the look is exaggerated or it's not what she expected, she's okay with it because she don't look like she used to look, and she's gonna ride that until she get another 5,000 and able to get whatever correct.
Well, again, I think it's whatever a woman or man, for that matter, you know, goes out and gains through surgery or through some type of augmentation, right? Right, so that they could change their appearance, right? I, Again, your outer appearance may change. Your outer appearance may change. You may end up looking great, amazing, potentially, right? But at the end of the day, it's not of the same quality of somebody who went out and earned it. And you have to accept that, right? You have to accept that. Now, what that means is I have friends who have gotten the surgery and they are completely open about like weight loss surgery. And they are completely open and transparent about weight loss surgery. They don't front at all about it. And guess what? I respect them for that because they're not out here posing as somebody with a tremendous self-discipline, tremendous work ethic, and they transform their body with their own sheer will, determination, and hard work. That's not what they're posing as, and they accept that. And I think people, when you talk about body augmentations, right? A lot of these people want to be put on a pedestal and compete with women who have a natural body, and they want to be treated and looked up to the same way a woman with a natural physique does. And I just feel like at the end of the day, that's even if I say, wow, you have an amazing butt, right? You should correct me, say yes, it was, it was surgically enhanced, but thank you for the compliment.
Hey,
You know
hey,
what I mean?
you I've been seeing some guys overseas. I had never seen it in the U.S. yet, but it's these guys that are getting certain implants in their arms and chest. Have y'all seen this?
Yeah. I done seen some of the ridiculousness. Now the thing about that is, JJ, that's all for looks because an implant in your bicep ain't gonna make you lift no more. You know what I mean? It
Oh,
may it may even make you weaker. So, in my opinion, what's the use of having big bulging muscles if you can't lift shit? You
right,
know, that's like where you might well go get one of them, one of them Michelin man suits and walk around.
right, right. Hey,
Again, I just
I'm gonna give I want to give a shout out to the squad, man. The sexy cigar lounge squad. What's up, Goat? What's up, Kayla? Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Wait, Rock. Sorry about that, buddy.
no. I see my man. I see my man Gold in there. I see Kayla in there repping. I appreciate y'all joining us. And like I say, I'm one of those people that I I respect people who have obtained. I've always admired physiques, both men and women's physiques, and I admire the discipline and hard work that it takes to obtain an exceptional physique. And when a woman
Right.
goes on that table and obtains that physique that she wants, right? I just think it's a shortcut, you know, and it is and she should be competing not against natural women, but in the artificial Olympics.
But you
She
know what,
should be
Rod?
competing
You
in the
you
real Olympics.
you think you see? I wouldn't compare a woman getting a BBL to a guy who's getting implants in his pecs and his biceps. I would compare a woman getting BBL to a man who done got some enhancement to his height. You know what I mean? Because to me, a man's height gives him
I
points
kind
that
of
he really
disagree.
don't deserve. You get what I'm saying? A woman's butt gives her points that she really. Bear with me. Hang on, and you'll once we get at the end of the movie, you'll understand. A woman gives her points that she didn't really deserve. You get what I'm saying? These are points that's given to her. Like what I'm saying, she is catapulted up the ranks because she has a nice butt. It has nothing to do with her character. It doesn't really have nothing to do with her aesthetic beauty, but because she has a big butt, nice butt, she's catapulted up the ranks. And a guy, because of his height, if a dude is 6'3", 6'4", he's catapulted up the ranks, just because of his height. Now, if there was some enhancement that was quick, fast, and easy that a guy could get for a very inexpensive price, wouldn't you think that more guys would jump on that? Like guys who are 5'6", 5'5", you know what I mean? Don't you think they would jump on that in a heartbeat? To be 6'1", to be 6 foot, and now they can compete with these other guys who's 6 foot, and you get what I'm saying? And I think that's how the women feel who got BBLs, is that these girls who got big butts, they're catapulted up the ranks, without doing anything. So let me try to
let me get him
neutralize
first.
that and give myself a butt. You know what I mean? So I can have some skin in the game.
But
Let me get him first, Rock.
go ahead.
Let me get him first. So he told me to wait till the end of the movie. Right?
I think y'all just don't like me because I'm light skinned, honestly. But go ahead, go on, like my boy Max say.
He told me to wait till the end of the movie, right? If the movie is obvious, you already know what's gonna happen. These dudes are getting the same thing, and they have the same mindset as a woman laying up there getting impulse, bro. It's for attention, it's for notoriety, it's for self-esteem. It ain't no damn way a man gonna put some fake arms and fake chest, and he didn't have self-esteem at first. He's not working out to get it, so he's doing it for a reason. Okay, us 6'3", 6'4" brothers out here. You know what I'm saying? But you know, you got some guys at 6'3", 6'4", weigh 400, 500, 600 pounds. Weight loss surgery.
JJ, what I'm saying is that just like I do, shout out to Six Cigar Lounge. We in there every day talk about interesting topics. Come join us. Just like I do. You done heard women say that they disqualify a guy just because of his height. And I think men will disqualify a woman just because she doesn't have a curvy physique or a bubbly butt. You know what I mean? They will disqualify her for that. But JJ, most guys will disagree with you. I think Goat would disagree with you. I think Big Mac would disagree with you. I think Rock would disagree with you. Most guys will disagree. Most guys will disqualify a woman just because she doesn't have a nice physique. Rock, would you agree with me?
Let me just rebut what you just said right quick, Rock, and then I'm gonna chill. I think a woman gets BBLs so they can up their class. It has nothing to do with disqualified. They trying to go into a whole nother league. That's what that's about.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Because
they're trying to compete.
Because dudes are smashing one with no ass. You got a bunch of bad built here that have a bunch and they have BBL, never had nothing.
JJ, we all know that all 100% of the women in our community are going for the same guy, a guy that's over 6'6'1", who is, who has money, and hopefully yeah, I mean, even if he was ugly, JJ, if he's if he's over 6'1", got a little bit of money, he's in the game. You get what I'm saying? All the women in the community is placing bets for this guy. You get what I'm saying? Now, all I'm saying is that, like, these guys, the 6'1" and up, and don't let them be kind of handsome. They got the pick of the litter when it comes to women. If you 6'2", 6'3", you look a little, you're not that bad. You got
But Brent,
so they're competing over those men. They're not competing over fat Frank from the
okay.
barbecue shop.
But at the end of the day, they marrying Fat Frank. They marrying Chubby Timmy because JJ can only have one wife. Brent can only have one wife. You understand what I'm saying? That's the world that we live in. So what ends up happening is, but let me say this. Because JJ hit a great point. Is that they trying to compete. If we break this down into the minor leagues, the major leagues, elite leagues, Hall of Fame, superstar, Hall of Fame, you know what I'm talking about. These women are trying to come from being cut to being on the team. And then there are people that's going from trying to be on the team to being a starter. And then you go from being a starter to being an impact player to being a star. And so that's what these ladies are doing. They not just trying to be a better role player. They trying to go from a role player to be the key player, the starter on the team. And that's what I think is the issue. Because you can be, as a woman, you can be the best role player that you can be with the skills and tools that you have and still land a great guy.
That's it.
You can still land a great guy.
See, Rod, you're putting our rules on them. You get what I'm saying?
They have to. So this is what I'm saying. It would be a better world if women could look in the mirror and say, this is what I have to work with. Let me make this as best as I can, right? Let me be as feminine as possible. Let me be as agreeable as possible. Let me be as cooperative as possible. And let me find the best man that's within reason for me. Rather than trying to get the same kind of man Kayla has. Or the same kind of man Beyonce has.
See, what you don't understand, Rod. See, Rod, what you don't understand is a man at the end of the day, when a man is done with playing out there, when a man is done with chasing out there, he will make a certain accommodations to be with the woman that he know he probably need. You know what I'm saying? He will make certain accommodations. But women don't make them same accommodations. Women will die. They get richer. They to me, 50 Cent made that album Get Rich or Die Trying for black women, because black women will die. You know what I mean? Trying to get rich. And what I mean by that is trying to get that guy. You know what I mean? The guy that the other women want. They'll pass, they're not they're not selling for just going to the playoffs. You know what I mean? Every year, they feel like they feel like the damn right now they could be the damn the Saints. My team is on a 4 or 5 game losing streak. You know what I mean? But just imagine a chick being the Saints. She still feel like she got a shot at the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? And she will make that run each and every year until whenever. She's not gonna settle for the playoffs. She ain't selling for no division championship. She want the Super Bowl. She want the same thing every other team out there want. You know what I mean? And she will die.
But here,
before she
JJ, let me just step in here right quick and say this. The reality is that everybody don't have the skill set, the talent, or the will to be a champion. And you have to accept and enjoy just playing the game. For some of us, we just have to just enjoy playing the game. And sometimes we just gonna be a weekend warrior. We gonna go hoop down at LA Fitness, and we never gonna make it to the NBA. And we gotta be happy with that, right?
Those men
And we
rules.
right,
Those are our
women,
rules.
women,
That's not their
women.
rules.
Go ahead.
I just wanted to say they can go get BBLs, transform their body, but they still gonna be the same person.
Mm.
They ain't gonna have no class, no goddamn charisma, and niggas gonna use them for their bodies. Ain't nobody gonna wipe them up. So they gonna end up being miserable women with fake asses and fake titties.
Mm. Hey, now that's a bar right there.
But JJ, I mean, to say that is to say that women who have natural good bodies, natural asses, aren't assholes themselves. You know what I mean? Like two
Some
things could
of
be
them
true. You know
are,
what I mean?
but
These
Brent,
women
but
who
Brent,
get the
but Brent,
BBLs,
but Brent, some of them are though, Brent. Some of them are. You
yeah.
know why? Because they work for it. They work, so
You saying they got the right to be an asshole?
they want the same thing in their life. A person with a BBL, fake ass, fake titties, they they got it to try to cheat, to try to jump over the line
Yes.
to try to get situation. And it's not organic, Brent, but you got a woman that has a natural body, works for it. She goes to the gym, she eats right, and she takes care of herself. She's looking for the same thing in a man. These chicks with the BBL only looking for money.
But JJ, Kendra G.
They don't care about, hold on 1 second. They don't care about how these dudes treat them. That's why they're miserable. That's why they're so miserable.
You know, JJ, Kendra G, shout out to her. You know what I mean? She has a show. And I think she has concluded. I think she would say it with her own mouth. She interviewed women every night, night in and night out. And I think she has concluded that all women are going after the same guy. And I think just like the NFL, you get what I'm saying? Like there are some teams that's not getting ready for next year. You know what I mean? Like these women aren't getting ready for next year. They're playing to the last second of the clock to go to the Super Bowl. And that guy is the Super Bowl. You get what I'm saying? That man is the Super Bowl. And they will, they will go lights out before they settle with anything less. They will,
But
you know,
but Brent, like we figure out at 22, 23, and 24, right? Certain women are outside of our reach. We figure that out early on. Some of us figure it out much younger.
a lot of those women would say you're a man of low confidence. You're a man of low
I
esteem.
don't. Oh,
I would agree with you because men, we deal in
That's
reality.
bullshit, Brent.
No, I mean I know I
That's
agree
bullshit.
with Rock, but what I'm saying how women see it. I'm saying how women see it.
No.
When you
No,
start saying that, hey, these
you talking
girls
about
are Alamali, all of a sudden you're a guy who has low confidence. You don't have high
no,
self-esteem.
but Brent, you talking about that group of women. That group of women is the small group of women. It's the small group of women. You got more women out there that's more a organic man that treats them nice, that's hardworking, that will love them, that will you know cherish them, that will treat them like a woman. These chicks that you talking about, bro, are for a dude that ain't gonna do that.
JJ, all
They
I'm
ain't
trying
gonna.
to say is that they don't use our logic. All this rambling I've been doing is just to say they don't use our logic.
But they
Every woman See, women, come on, man. Y'all just bear with me. Women, y'all see them. We study them. They're waking up in the morning talking about all these damn affirmations. You're the most beautiful queen on the earth. All that other
Those are small
bullshit. You know
women.
what I mean? And they take that to the work. They take that. Their damn supervisor can't even tell them what to do. You know, they take that everywhere. They take that wherever
But
they are. You know what I'm
but
saying?
Brent, here is the thing. Like I tell my kids, you can have all the dreams and aspirations you want, right? But if you're not willing to put in the work, you're gonna get the reality that you work for. That's what you're gonna get. You can dream and affirm and burn candles and sage and all that shit. But you gonna get ultimately, you're gonna get the reality that you work for. And if you go get implants put in your ass, in your titties, in your wherever you put them, and you don't work on being cooperative, feminine, understanding, compassionate, loving, caring, appreciative, you gonna get the same, you gonna get bullshit if you don't work on that part of it. All that ass and all that kind of shit. If you don't transform yourself, there is a reason why certain
That shit
women
raw.
in our community don't have no problem finding a husband because they know what men want and they give that man what he wants.
So so
And
so
go
what
ahead.
do you say a woman who does have just say a um personality that people can gravitate to? If she
Yes.
does have caring characteristics, you know, nurturing characteristics and stuff like that, and she just happened to be a big woman, and she goes and get that BBL, could that further her chances to get the man,
I,
not only the
I,
man that she
I, I,
wants, not only the man that she needs, but the man that she wants, the man that she desires,
No,
those 20% of
hold,
guys that all the other women are going for? Does she have some skin in the game?
so you have to realize this, Britt, and this is the reality. And I wanna put this in front of women and be honest with you. Those 20% of women, those 20% of guys that all women want, right? Those guys are gonna select the top tier women. And majority of you women don't fall in that category and will never be in that
they
category.
don't.
And it's okay. That doesn't make you a bad woman because Idris Elba, Malik Yoba, Boris Kojo, just because these guys don't choose you doesn't make you a bad woman. Partnering with Brent, partnering with JJ is a win because you guys are good hearted, hardworking, very intelligent men who know how to treat a woman. And that's a win.
Hey,
And women who are
hey,
with,
Rock,
go ahead.
I was gonna say, I was gonna say, and you speaking facts, big bro. You speaking the goddamn facts right now, bro. This my thing with Brent. I'm trying to get Brent. See, if you get a goddamn Lexus, right? You put some rims on it, and you put it in a parking lot and put a for sale sign, and that shit is $5,000. Most of the Pukas and Ray Rays are gonna go running shit because of how it look on the outside. A smart man is gonna look at the engine, he gonna look at the miles, he gonna look at all this shit. He gonna be like, oh hell no, this shit look good on the outside, but this shit gonna break down on my ass in a month, 2 months. That's that.
But
That's the same equivalence of a woman that's going to get these surgeries, but it's still the same woman way before she laid down on that goddamn operating table, bro. And guess what? They're trying to catapult their status. It ain't about getting the man that they want, bro. It's never about getting the man, bro.
see,
It's never
JJ, and
about
once again,
they don't
I think,
to get a man, Brent.
but what
They
JJ, and
don't do this.
all I'm trying to explain from the good brother from Alabama and the other one from Texas is that, you know, y'all are applying our logic on them. And this is what I'm saying. And this is where it goes wrong. This is where it goes wrong. Because y'all telling these women to divert from what they actually desire. And you know what women use all the word, their favorite word now is settle. You know what I mean? And that brother
That's
who happens
bullshit,
to be
Brent.
a good brother, that brother who happens to be a good brother, a hardworking brother, maybe not be aesthetically, astounding to the masses, but he has his shit together. He goes to work every day. He may be 5'8", you know what I mean? He may not be aesthetically, the most pleasing to look at, but you know what that brother's being treated like? The second pick. You get what I'm saying? He's being treated like the second pick. He's being told that I settled for you. You get what I'm saying? So until you could change the psyche of these women to learn to, like, JJ, me and you, Rock, we all in the same ballpark as far as age. We know how a man's supposed to get all his affairs in order and look for the right woman, and that right woman is our first pick. You know what I'm saying? We could have had something a little bit sweeter and better, when it comes to that part of it, but we know this woman, it is going down the path we need to go, and we accept without debate that this woman is our first pick. You know what I mean? But a lot of these
But Brent,
guys, even when the
sweeter,
woman says, you know what, I'm not chasing these boys, Kojos no more. You know what I mean? I'm a settle with a Frank from the part shop. You know what I mean?
but
She now has settled
sweeter
for
and
him.
better.
And JJ and Rock,
Brent,
y'all both heard that. We settled for him, which makes him the second pick.
sweeter and
What
better
makes him a
doesn't have a
second class
look,
citizen. What
But
makes
but,
him
but let me say
valid.
this, Brent. Let me say this, Brent. If she loves and adores Frank, and she has children with Frank, and they raise their kids, and they build a home, a life, and a family, and after 20 years, he gonna feel like the first choice, bro. All that
Hey,
settle shit is
Brent,
conversation.
and
That's
and I just
conversation. At the end of the
and I
day, when she needs somebody to wipe her ass or to help her
thank you,
raise her children,
thank you.
J-
don't none of that first, second, third choice matter. The dude
Rock,
that she can depend on to love and care about her
That is.
is always first choice. I don't
Rock,
give a fuck
Rock,
what a
Rock,
motherfucker say.
Hey,
Rock,
hey, hey, hey,
Rock.
hold on,
What
Brent.
type of
Brent, hold on, Brent. Sweeter and better doesn't have a fucking look, bro. Sweeter and better doesn't have a certain look, bro.
I
Gotta be
think
able
y'all
to
brothers are
understand.
being disingenuous. I think y'all brothers are
You
being
gotta be able to
disingenuous. We have heard
understand.
this word in the Sexy
But,
Cigar Lounge one too
but
many
Brent,
times. I don't
I
want to
never
settle.
see.
I don't want to have to settle for
Excuse me,
this man. So for the
Brent.
man that they settle with, and
But Brent,
what I'm telling you,
hold on,
Rock,
Brent.
is do
Settling,
you want the Rock yourself? Do you want to
settling is
enter the
different.
relationship
Settling is
hearing a woman
different,
tell you,
Brent.
"I settled for
Settling is
you.
different,
I settled for
bro.
you."
You talking about
That
settling. So a woman has to go and get BBLs and alter herself just to get a man, bro. That's not organic, bro. The same
You
way
know,
short
Brent.
men, you talk about these short men have to settle for a type of woman. No, bro. You be who you are. If somebody gonna love you, they're gonna love you for who you are. They're gonna love you for your big titties and your big ass. They're gonna fuck. But guess what? Niggas fucking bro. Niggas fucking training, bro. Training's getting BBLs, bro. Training BBLs. Does the same rule
they trying to
apply?
make that run for the Super Bowl, Rock, like JJ, like everybody else is.
Well,
They trying to
but
go. They
But
trying to play in the big game. You know what I mean?
but
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 I
Brent,
know,
but
Rock,
Brent,
Rock,
but Brent, let's hey, let's be real. JJ bring up an excellent point, right? And I wanna put this out here. Once a woman, and I'm gonna start from the top of her head. Once she put on somebody else's hair, wear somebody else's lashes, fix her nose to look like some other than her mother, shoot shit in her lips, put shit in her chest, and then get the fat sucked out of her stomach, shot in her ass, and put on some high heels and a tight dress. That's the same goddamn thing a tranny can do that calls themselves a woman. What are you
trying to get us cancer, Rod? You gotta get us cancer.
What's the difference?
You gotta get us cancer, Rod.
No, he ain't.
Right.
He said the truth. If he
Right, you're gonna get us cancer.
come back stronger. Hey, if you have cancer, we go back stronger. He telling the goddamn truth, man.
No, what I Rod gonna get us damn cancer, man.
No.
Before the damn plane ever take off. But
Roger
you know,
can't get up cancer.
My point is saying that, right? My point is saying that is all these augmentations is the same thing that a man does when he identifies or feels like a woman on the inside. So a woman, essentially, you're an average woman trapped in a bad bitch's body. I mean, or you're an average woman. You're a woman with an average. You're a bad bitch trapped in an average woman's body. Is that what you're saying? You know what I'm saying? Like that's really what they say. I'm a bad bitch trapped in an average woman's body. I'm a chick with a big butt in a small booty body, in a itty bitty booty body. You know what I mean? And I'm saying once we go, here's what I'm saying, Britt. Once we start playing those games with each other, how as men do we then evaluate the women that we choose to marry, love, have children, and raise families? Like, to me, it's a fundamental thing, right? It's a really fundamental thing. If a woman wants to have a man based on her looks, then she should do what's necessary in the gym, her facial routine, whatever, and she try to look as best she can using what God gave her.
You see, right? I'm not trying to diss the women here, right? But we know. See, what you're doing, you're applying man's reality to women's reality. A woman who's semi over. Let me be honest, semi obese, who maybe have some enhancements done to her body. You know what I mean? She wakes up in the morning and she looks in the mirror and say, "I'm the most prettiest girl in the world." You get what I'm saying? We know this. You know,
that's a lot.
But what I'm saying, that's what I'm saying, right? You're trying to apply man's reality to women's reality. And the reality, at some Jay, at some point, as men, you know this, right? Because you said you used to do it. You said that when you was younger, that when it came to dating, you had to get the woman the ideal that you want in a relationship in order to deal with her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that says that at some level you have to prescribe to a woman's beliefs in order to gain access to her. You know what I mean? So all I'm saying is there's women, like majority of women wake
How
up.
does that have to do with a BBL? Me offering her a relationship.
Right. What I'm saying is, like I said, you're applying men's logic, reality to women. You know, and what I'm saying, every team, and what I'm saying, right, to put it into our world, every NFL team wakes up looking in the morning, you're going to the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? You're invincible. There's no one out there better than you. You get what I'm saying? That's what the women are doing, and that is women logic. And if you're gonna want access to them, you're gonna have to prescribe to their ideas. You're gonna have to play by their rules, and that's just what it is.
What about these women, Brent, that got married to love of their life? Done had kids, done gained, and now they want to go get a BBL.
Well, you know what, what JJ? You know what? I call that an Aisha Curry curse. You know what I mean? And that's when a woman is married to a guy with a big name or in a high profile career. And women
No,
thrive. Let's just be honest. And I'm not trying to pull the
you
red
got
pill out. I'm not trying to pull the
you got chicks
manosphere out of me.
in
But
poverty, bro.
let's be honest. Let's be honest. Women
What
thrive
is
on
he talking about?
attention. You know what I mean? And when their man is getting attention, more attention than they are, then there are right then and there, they default to some type of competition with him. You seen Aisha go on the
What is he
talk
talking
shows
about, Rock?
and say that, you know what, this is a married
So,
woman. This
so
is a married woman that's going on a talk show who's married to the best NBA player in the goddamn NBA, making the most money,
I'm
winning
not
the
talking about
most
no
championships,
NBA
saying
player,
that
man.
she
I'm talking
is upset that guys are not in her goddamn DM. I mean, how you explain
I'm talking
that?
about that's what
Women
I'm saying.
thrive on attention.
That's my point,
And when
Brent.
their man is
That's my
getting more
point.
attention to them, it's a very vulnerable spot for them to be in. When a woman's man is getting more attention than her, it's a very vulnerable spot to be in.
But
When he's
Brent,
getting the winks and the waves and stuff like that, and she ain't,
so you
that's a
so
very
so
vulnerable
so
spot
hold
so
on.
for
let me
her
ask
to
you
be.
this. Let me
She
ask you
is
this.
to try to level the
Let me
playing.
let me just say this. You bring up Aisha Curry, right? And I get why you brought her up, right? But don't it, who looks happier to you, Aisha Curry or Savannah James?
Oh,
Right. I
or
couldn't,
or
you
or
know,
or or
who knows?
or
Who knows? We don't
or
know what these couples go
Michelle
on through
Obama
behind closed doors. Shout out to Will and Jada
or
Smith.
Michelle
We don't know
Obama.
what these couples go on, but behind closed doors. You know what I mean? So I couldn't
But
tell
you
you.
bring up
I
the
couldn't
topic.
make an educated guess on who is
So
happier.
my
I'm
so
But I am talking. What
I'm
I'm
sick of
talking
y'all
about,
bringing
Rock
that
is
into the
women's nature.
conversation.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm sick of y'all bringing billionaires
Women thrive on attention, Rock. You
into the
know that.
conversation,
Come on,
bro.
JJ know that. JJ, you know women thrive on attention. JJ,
Yes, sir.
I
bear
don't
with
think
me.
that's every woman's situation.
JJ is the career
That's not every
the creator of the clubhouse space, the sexy cigar room. Women come in there, flipping and flopping their PTRs every freaking minute. You get what I'm saying? You think they're just doing that for freaking, to get their thumb exercise? No, they want attention. Women thrive on attention. You know what I mean? And that's just their nature. Ain't nothing you can
that's why
do
they take
about that.
pictures
That's
on,
just their nature. And
that's why they take pictures on what is
the
Snapchat every
Instagram
2 seconds.
was made for women. Instagram was made for
So
women. Let's be
so
honest.
so so
All right,
here's what I do know,
hold on one
Brent.
second, Rock.
Go
Hold
ahead.
on one second, Rock. Let me just play the other video right quick, and then we'll jump back into it.
BBL's killing y'all. And the thighs don't match. Well. Turn to your neighbor and say, these BBL's killing y'all.
See, that girl was just playing. She didn't have no BBL. You know what I mean? She was just playing.
But she was go ahead, Rock.
You know what, JJ? You know what?
Hold on,
My whole thing
hold
is
on, right quick.
all
Hold
right.
on, let Rock go.
So Brent, you keep bringing up that women play by different rules, and I don't think we do our community any favors by playing into a set of rules that's not rooted in reality, right? The reality is that if a woman wants to be respected, she has to behave and comport herself in a certain way. That's the reality. That's the reality. If a man wants to be respected, he has to behave and comport himself in a certain way, right? I can't be out here and want to be respected as a man and not taking care of my children, not caring for my family, not respecting my brothers. You understand? I can't be respected as a man if I'm not doing that. And at the very least, we should tell these women that what you want on that, what you trying to achieve on that surgery table, right? You can get by just going to the gym, working on yourself internally, right? And devoting yourself to your finding a man you can commit to and devote yourself to building a family. You can find the comfort and understanding and purpose in life just by doing that. You don't have to go lay on a goddamn surgery table and get plastic shoved in your booty and flat transferred across your body. That doesn't make you a better woman. That makes you a science experiment. You shouldn't be risking your life for, as much as I like aesthetics. No one likes aesthetics more than I do, right? But it's not worth, I would not want my daughters or my wife risking their life just so they could look better. Because I don't think looks alone will get them what I would want them to have in their life. Looks alone won't do it. And any cosmetic change that can be made, most of them can be made organically. Now those outrageous booties that you see on Instagram and all that kind of stuff, why would a woman even want that anyway? So that you could join the circus and be a spectacle? That's ridiculous anyway, man. Again, I'm gonna wrap this up by saying that at the end of the day, everything that a woman tries to get on the surgery table is attainable through hard work, discipline, and executing a plan. She don't have to go on that surgery table. She's choosing to go on that surgery table to get the outcome she wanted.
I think Rock lives in this world.
Video real quick.
Okay, all right.
I'm play last video real quick.
BBL goes wrong.
Okay, I mean, another exaggerated BBL. But, one time I remember.
How was that exaggerated?
That was pretty. That wasn't even a real butt, JJ. She put stuff in the back of her pants to exaggerate her butt.
What about this?
But I get it. I get her message.
Desenrola, bate, joga de ladinho. Desenrola.
I agree. That's her real butt.
Whoa, how did her butt get so big? I think she has a pair of solid silicone implants which look like this. These are very different than a breast implant which is much softer. But how do I know it's not a BBL? Let me know what you think in the comments.
JJ and Rob, the whole time I've been on this show, I've been an advocate, not really an advocate, but just someone who's trying to bring the light to the modern woman's nature. You know what I mean? And that nature thrives on attention. It thrives on. They don't play by the old rules. You know what I mean? Like Rock lives in this ethical world where everybody, everybody has some type of moral sense of what's right. You know what I mean? They're trying to, there's women, despite what genetic whatever genetic results that were handed to them, they're taking it and trying to make lemons lemonade out of lemons. You know what I mean? And they're saying that, hey, I'm gonna compete for the same.
I'm still on.
I want to compete against the same group of men all these other women are compete with. And let's just be honest, women have to have another set of rules than we have. You get what I'm saying? Like as men, we know when another guy is stronger than us. We know when another guy is better than us.
Yeah.
We know when another guy is smarter than us. We know that. And we accept that. You know what I mean? It doesn't take away from our self-esteem. It don't take away from who we are. But women play by a different set of rules. Women don't tend to see, oh, that girl looks better than me. She's probably gonna have a better looking guy. Women don't see, oh, that girl
Really?
is smarter than me. No, I'm serious. See. You gotta understand, Rock. Women are the ultimate survivors. You know what I mean? They survive. You know what I'm saying? Women are not stronger than us, but they have survived over time. You get what I'm saying? And because of that, they have came up with, things in order to, they instill things in their psyche in order to survive. And those things are, I mean, look, I hate to say it, but it's an exaggerated sense of self. And that's what they use to survive. And I can't blame them for that. You know what I mean? Because it has worked over time. Women telling themselves that they are much more than what they really are has helped them over time. So right now they're here now, and a woman cannot wake up in the morning and say that I'm second best. A guy can. I could wake up in the morning and say, you know what, Elon Musk is smarter than me. You know what I mean? Goddamn, Michael Jordan looks better than me. You know what I mean? Goddamn, LeBron James is more athletic than me. I can accept that reality. Women, in order to survive, they have to accept false realities. They have to accept a surreal reality that really doesn't exist, but it helps them survive. You know
So
what?
so with saying that, right? Do you do and this is kind of I'm gonna take a left turn in Albuquerque here, but I think we can spend a few minutes in it. With that being the case, do you think that's why a guy like Kevin Samuels was met with so much vitriol because he spoke to a reality that women often try to avoid?
I think Kevin Samuel, that was his attempt to level the playing field, but there's no playing field that needs to be leveled. We just don't respect our opponent in their psyche. You get what I'm saying? We don't respect the women we're trying to sleep with, and who they really are. We just don't respect them. The minute we do, we'll realize that a lot of things that they live by, just ain't our reality. You know what I mean? But they have to have those things in order to survive. You know what I mean? They have to have those things. They have to wake up in the morning. Look, if I was the weakest human, if I was the weakest of my species, I have to give myself some motivation that just maybe not really there. You know what I mean? I have to do that. You know what I'm saying? How in the hell how does a damn hyena survive in the jungle with the lions? You know what I mean? The hyena guy believe he's a goddamn lion. You know what I mean? It's just a reality for them. They have to believe that there's something that they're not in order to survive.
So
And as men, we prescribe to these ideas just to get access to them. You know what I
so
mean?
so Brent, when the hyenas are watching that motherfucker getting chewed up by a goddamn lion, what is the explanation? What is the rationale that he
Look,
used
well,
to?
I think women accept that their reality doesn't always play out in their favor. But as long as they're here, you know what I mean. As long as they're surviving, you know what I'm saying. They fight for another day to play by those rules. You know what I mean.
And,
I,
and, and so and
I'm
so
45. I'm 45. I'm overweight. You know what I mean. I'm not the best looking woman, but I still gotta go out there and compete for that the best man out there who's out there for all women. I still gotta compete for him. You know what I mean. I gotta have I hate to say this because I know I get a lot of fucking backlash for this, but I have to have a false sense of self to survive. You know what I mean? And that's what the reality is.
so let me ask you this, and let me ask you this, Brent. What does the false sense of self give them that they need?
It gives them like I say, women thrive on attention. You know what I mean? Especially modern day
So, but
women.
they don't need attention. They don't need attention. So what I'm saying, what is it? What is it that they're really seeking? That's a
Validation.
necessity.
Validation. Validation. That they deserve, that they worthy, that they have a place here on earth and they're desired by men. They're not, you know,
Well,
they're not some.
somebody
You gotta understand. You gotta understand. Even the homeless man on the streets, no, he knows that he's homeless. You know what I mean? His self of reality is not. You know, he understands where he's at. You know what I mean? I think women, and what I'm saying, Rock, they're the weakest creatures of our species. I think women, for the sake of survival, they have to convince themselves that there's something that they're not in order to survive. That's all I'm saying.
So I think so. I was trying to get you to pull it out so you would say it, so I wouldn't have to. But I'm gonna say it. Say the reality, Brent, is that women live in a world that no matter what their current circumstances are, they can live on the hope that there is a man that will come and deliver them
Right,
from those circumstances
right,
that will give them the life they truly deserve and
right.
always wanted.
Why you think more? I mean, I don't want to go down this rabbit hole, but why you think more women are in church than men? You get what I'm saying? Women thrive. I mean, you know, I say women thrive on attention, but it's through the hope that any day now that guy could come and totally change my circumstances. Why would I want to have to settle for a guy who has the attributes to sustain me, but not put me in a
So,
situation
so, so
that I
what?
can
So what you really saying is, all those BBLs and those implants and those tummy tucks, or just so one day that a woman would walk through the grocery store and see J Dub the King, and he would ask her, "What's her name?" Say, "Come over to my palace. This all could be yours if
A
you would take my
woman,
hand in marriage."
a woman will spend her 30s, her 40s, and even her 50s saying no to number twos to find that number one. And we see that each and every day. We hear that each
but
and every day. I don't see it as men why we just
but Brent,
why we
that's
hate,
the same thing.
you
That's
know,
the same thing
describing
men
that
do,
as the
Brent.
reality, but that is the reality.
All right, I totally disagree with everything you just said, bro. I
Hey
totally agree with
JJ, it is what it is.
everything you just said.
Hey,
It is
J
what
Dub,
it is.
J Dub, I think you gonna be out there and you gonna save
JJ,
somebody and you gonna change their life one
JJ,
day.
JJ, in 3020, when they're digging up these archive tapes, they're gonna say that nigga Saint Brent was a goddamn prophet. You know what I mean? When they're playing this shit in the goddamn spaceships, they're gonna say that nigga Saint Brent was a goddamn prophet. One to follow. I might even have my own chapter in the damn Bible,
So so
in their version of the Bible.
so I'll be glad when we hurry up and get in the metaverse where women can build whatever bodies they want and they can quit having to have surgery in order to do it, risking their life. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Everybody want to go to Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? We know everybody don't get there. But Rock, you coach football and JJ, you did too. Every game, you gotta make your team believe that the Super Bowl is still possible. No matter if you 0-5, no matter if you 0-6, you gotta make them feel like today is gonna be a better day. Our
I
circumstances change today. We're not gonna just tank out for the rest of the season. You know what I'm talking about, JJ and Rock. You know what
no
I'm talking
no
about.
no no what I took a different approach, Brent. What I always said is I had to convince my players each week that no matter who the opponent was, that we had a chance to win that game. Because if they had if they realized they had a chance, then I had a chance to get the best out of them as players, right? And but I did it not by telling them lies and falsehoods or deceiving them. I did it by developing a strategy that they could execute based on their skills and abilities.
Right, right.
I did not root that strategy in in a game plan that they could not
Oh, okay,
execute.
Rock. You sound like a preacher on Sunday. You know damn well you looked across at the field. You seen them tall boys. You seen them hitting them sprints. You know damn well your team didn't have a chance. But you didn't take that into the locker room. You saying you didn't present them with lies, but telling them they even had a chance was a goddamn lie. You
No,
know,
I presented a game plan each and every week that gave them a chance to win.
You know what I'm saying, Rock? Reality is reality. You know, we try to make it. We try to make people think that any given Sunday, any team could win, but Rock, when the other team's loaded and we're not, it's not. It ain't our day today. It ain't our day next Sunday. It ain't our day. 2 months from now. You know what I mean? It is what it is. They're just a
So
bad.
so so so
You know what I
so
mean?
you saying is if I just could go get that BBL, then maybe it'll be our day.
You never know. You know what I'm saying? Is you're trying to put some skin in the game, and if you don't get a lotto ticket, then you don't have no chance of winning. You know what I mean? That BBL is there's some people who go to the 7-Eleven and they get 100 damn lotto tickets and some to just get one. That person who gets one still think they got a goddamn chance. That woman with the BBL still thinks she got a goddamn chance. Even if it's one in a million, she still thinks she got a goddamn chance, and she gonna go bed at night with the same enthusiasm as a person who got 100 damn lotto tickets.
All right.
All right,
Well,
bro.
man. That was a bunch of bullshit. But wrapping this thing up, man. This is my last. This is my ending to it. And I let y'all, you know what I'm saying, carry it out. I think that women need to go for who wants them. You know what I'm saying. Go to the gym, exercise, eat right. That man gonna come. Put yourself in the right position. You know, and if you put yourself out there, put shit inside your body, you know, certain health situations. You know what I'm saying? You know, put yourself in a better position. You know, like go to school. You know, go back to school. You know what I'm saying? Get a good job. A good man gonna come, man. You know, fuck all what Brent was talking about. but you know, hey, thought on it. So I'm gonna pass the mic to the Rock and Brent.
No, I just want to say this, man. Anything that you can achieve through a BBL can be achieved naturally and organically. And I want to encourage women in our community to seek natural, healthy means of achieving the best physique possible. Not only will you gain a better physique through that, I think the process of working hard and that journey will allow you to appreciate a man who also has a struggle and is working toward a goal, and you can understand how difficult that is. And so, again, I just want I don't think a BBL the risk is certainly not worth the reward, and I wish that would be something that women would reconsider in our community. And I'm done.
I heard once in the military this little skinny ass white boy told me, you know what, Sergeant Walker, damn, false motivation is better than no motivation. You know what I mean? And I would go as far as to say that false ass is better than no ass. And I would say, listen to me here, women. Y'all have survived a long fucking time. Y'all have survived centuries. It wasn't due to your strength. It wasn't due to your appeal. Most niggas are irritated, get irritated with you pretty quick. It was due to your psyche, in which can transform at a moment's notice, and you're able to. Y'all are the masters of emotion. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are able to do shit with your psyche that a man just can't. you know. And when it all boils down to it, you know, fake ass or not, you know, you know, every morning you have to get up and you have to survive. You know what I mean? And if that's what helps you survive, if that what gives you the motivation to go forward, women of all time have been doing this, and that's how y'all have survived, creating a false, even if it's false motivation, it's your motivation, and it creates a situation in which you can accept and live another day. You know what I mean? You know, look, I applaud women. Y'all have, you know, men are stronger, but y'all have been able to compete with us psychologically over centuries. You know what I mean? And that's due to y'all ability to create a false sense of reality that doesn't exist, but you live in it. And you get through, you get to that next road. You know what I mean? So get that fake ass, and you know what? Your you know, your number might come up. You might have a lucky number 7 that day, and you get picked. You know what I mean? And I'm not fighting you on that. That's how you survive. I'm with you.
But
You
remember, Brent. Before we get out of here, they're not doing it for us.
You know, whether they doing it for us or not, I think woman to woman validation is a lot. You know what I mean? So whatever you got to do to survive, don't allow us men to tell your species who survived over centuries how to do business. You understand what you've been given naturally, and you understand how what you need to get to the next day with. And you know, I applaud y'all women. Get the BBLs, I say, and do it in good faith, and maybe one day your number is called. But if not, you know, you still got the next day to you know, the next lotto to come up, and you're still in it. You got some skin in the game, literally. And I'm out of here, man. You know, y'all can disagree with me, but 30-24, they're gonna be saying that nigga St. Brent was a prophet. You know what I mean? That nigga showed us the way.
Hey, if you happen to miss this pile of bullshit that Brent and you're just catching it now, you need to see this from start to finish so you can get the whole pile of bullshit that Brent put out, because he got quite a bit, man. It was quite entertaining, man. I enjoyed conversing with you guys and having a discussion. We covered a lot of ground, man. Much love, and we out.
Yeah, man. Hey, once again, everybody like, comment, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Share this video with your friends. You know what I'm saying? Comment on what you think. You know, is Brent, you know, does he have some points? You know, comment on them, man, so we can read them. Until next time, man. Look at the old shows, man. We got some old shows out there. You know what I'm saying? Comment them, and we're gonna keep on building this brand up, man. But hey, I appreciate my brothers in here, man. I appreciate y'all coming on, man. Good show, good shit talking, man. And until next time, man. Peace out.
We out.